Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Canelli.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Canelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update for Monday, March 18th. The Falls Fire Marshal is investigating the cause of a deadly fire Sunday night that killed one man who was trapped inside a mobile home. Investigators have not identified the man, but they believe he was in his late 50s. Multiple people were inside the home at the time of the fire. Everyone else was able to get out except for the male victim. One other person was taken to the hospital with minor burn injuries.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to get in and make a rescue. That we do have one deceased, and the investigation is continuing. There were multiple people in the house. Everybody else was able to get out of the trailer. The floor's unstable. The roof's collapsing, so we have some work to do before we get inside. Reporter Danny Adler and photographer Dave Garrett were on the scene for a story with video at buckscountycouriertimes.com. Danny also has an update for us on that fatal standoff over the weekend. The Bucks County coroner has confirmed that the man who barricaded himself in a Falls Dick's Sporting Goods store bathroom died of a single self-inflicted shotgun wound to the chest. Identified as 58-year-old Mark McCarty of Levittown, he used the same shotgun and ammunition that he grabbed from the store. And as reporter Matt Coughlin tells us in a video on our website, the man had previous contact with police.
We do have a history with this subject. 2002, there was another armed standoff with this subject where he was talked down. 2010, I believe, he was involuntarily mentally committed. We went to the gun area, asked to see a 12-gauge shotgun. He asked for the employee to take the gun lock off of the shotgun. The employee refuses, saying that it's policy that he can't take it off. At this point, the male produced a handgun, pointed it at the employee, told him to take the lock off. The employee took the lock off. At that point, he tells the employee to leave the store and call the police.
Police said investigators have not found a suicide note to explain McCarty's motive. Detectives might be working on getting a warrant to search the man's car. A New Britain Township man has been sentenced to 11.5 to 23 months in Bucks County Prison for setting his house on fire with himself and 2 other people inside and then fighting with police officers who tried to rescue him. Julius Hamburg apologized, saying he was drunk, depressed, and trying to commit suicide. He pleaded guilty to the August arson and was also ordered to receive substance abuse and mental health treatment. Courts reporter Lori Mason-Schrader was there for a story online. Even though spring is just around the corner, it seems as though winter has decided to get the last word in, with snow, rain, and sleet this afternoon and a high near 41. The wet weather will continue tonight with a low around 36, so you want to be sure and be careful on the roads, especially during your commute home. After years of discussion and even court involvement, the Central Bucks School Board is putting plans for a stadium at CB East back on the table. The board is holding a special town hall meeting tomorrow night to go over the plans and get public input. The school doesn't currently have a stadium, just a track field with bleachers, but some nearby residents have opposed the idea in the past. The meeting is at 7 p.m. Tuesday night at Lenape Middle School on State Street in Doylestown. Reporter Christina Christophic has more info in a story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. Some area Bucks County kids are learning to shoot rifles through the 4-H rifle shooting sports program. The course is held Friday nights, and the kids learn to shoot from NRA and 4-H certified instructors.
Right now they are learning basic safety with the use of firearms, and also learning how to shoot proficiently with a .22 rifle.
I used to be able to not shoot at all, and now I'm shooting a whole lot better. I just normally don't come out to these kinds of things, and it's just kind of different and relaxing for me.
The program is open to all 4-H members. The cost is $3 a week to cover bullets and targets. Reporter Matt Coughlin has all the details in a story and video on our website. In high school sports, the North Penn girls basketball team fell against Cumberland Valley in the quarterfinals over the weekend. The Maidens ended their season with a 24-5 record. Video reporter Jen Wilgus talked to the girls' coach about the disappointing loss.
Unfortunately, we didn't have that same magic that we had the other night. We were doing things very uncharacteristic, like just dropping passes, just losing the ball without even being pressured. And, we fell down a couple times. And they played really well in the first. They played really well the whole game. So they're just a good team. And we had to bring our A game tonight. And unfortunately, we didn't. I just said to the kids, it's really sad. when you have a year like this where we've had a lot of positive things, winning sharing the Continental Conference, Lauren Crisser scored 1,000 points, making it to the second, past the second round of states, upsetting Wilson, all these things, and then to come out and play like that tonight, it was disappointing. It was disappointing.
North Penn was our last local team left in the state tournament. Villanova has been seeded 9th in the NCAA tournament in the South. Their first round meeting is Friday night, and Coach Jay Wright talked about facing off against North Carolina in Kansas City.
I think we're honored and humbled that they give us a 9 seed, and feel we're proud of that. And to get to play Carolina in the NCAA tournament, I mean that's why you come to Villanova. It doesn't get any better than that. And play one of the greatest programs in the history of college basketball in the NCAA tournament, it just doesn't get any better.
You can follow sports reporter Kevin Cooney's coverage of Villanova online. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. A Bristol Township man is expected to plead in the attempted murder case and allegedly stabbing his pregnant girlfriend in Bristol last year. Courts reporter Lori Mason Schrader and photographer Art Gentile will be at the courthouse. Lori will also be in court for a Ben Salem babysitter scheduled to plead in a case of accused assault of a 4-month-old. And finally, friends and family are saying goodbye today to Harry Fox, the former head of the Bucks County Republican Party for over 40 years. Political reporter Gary Wexelblatt and photographer Steph Vito will be at the funeral services. Keep checking BucksCountyCourierTimes.com for all of these stories and the latest local news. I'm Rachel Canelli. Thanks for watching and have a great day.